If there's one thing to learn by now about this Africa Cup of Nations, it's to expect the unexpected. We've just seen the Guinea derby, Equatorial Guinea 4-2 winners against Guinea-Bissau. But how about this for a result? Ivory Coast 0, Nigeria 1. That is the host nation losing a group game, a packed sellout crowd. I think the biggest crowd we've had at this competition so far. Nigeria, full credit to them. They've done a job on them thanks to the help of the fantastic officiating from the Algerian referees and VAR in that game. Really good officiating, let the game flow so many times, and of course gave a crucial pen. It was a pen. What Diamonde did was literally a photocopy of the Bentaleb one in the Angola game. But nonetheless, nerves of steel from those refs to give a penalty against the host nation in front of a sellout crowd. Trust me, that's not an easy thing to do. They got it right, and what a penalty from troost-ekong. I couldn't believe Osimhen wasn't taking it, but you know when the defenders step up, the centre-backs, it's not about technical ability, it's about heart desire and power, and troost-ekong smashed that one in. No goalie was going to save that. 1-0 up, and from there, Nigeria never really looked under threat, and that's credit to them. They had a 5 at the back. I thought Calvin Bassey coming into the side was immense. I thought the defence was really good apart from Sanusi, who was a little bit shaky. Ola Aina was good getting up and down the pitch so much, ran his socks off. Of course, I think it's quite fitting that troost-ekong got the winning goal, a defender himself from the penalty spot. And for me, Calvin Bassey, can we just appreciate the guy? Because he's come under a lot of stick. He's come into the side. He's played very, very well. We've seen what happens when a team make changes in their second game. I hope Algeria take note. But what about Ivory Coast? Still without the likes of Sebastian Haller. They looked really poor. They showed a lot of physicality, you know, Fofana and Sangare still look strong. But it got to the point where they were just shooting from 30, 35 yards out. Nigeria were more than happy, and Nwabali didn't really have a save to make, just taking pot shots from distance that were going out of play. So it's really interesting now, and Equatorial Guinea could knock out the hosts next week. They could be out in the group stage the way things are going. What a tournament this is shaping out to be. Like I said, I can't see there ever being a better AFCON than this one. So what does it mean for the group table? Well, Equatorial Guinea sitting top after 2 games. Who would have thought that? Not many on 4 points. Nigeria second also on 4 points, but of course Equatorial Guinea scoring 4 goals thanks to Nsue getting a hat-trick. The first AFCON hat-trick in over 15 years. Might have been Shamak who got the last one, but yeah, 34 years of age, brilliant hat-trick. That was a really good game earlier as well. These second games are going to be so wide open, but Nigeria had to bounce back with a result after dropping points in game 1. You'd suspect 4 points is going to be enough with a third place finish minimum. So you'd say Equatorial Guinea and Nigeria are through. Ivory Coast not through yet. They're going to have to get something in the last game. Equatorial Guinea could send the hosts out. So all or nothing on match day 3. Even the fans couldn't get Ivory Coast over the line. Changes are going to have to be made for them because quite frankly they were poor. They were poor. Again, Osimhen missed some big chances in this game. How has he only got 1 goal in 2 games? He should be sitting on at least 3 or 4 goals. If Nigeria were clinical, a lot of teams would be fearful of them. But I really liked the performance from Calvin Bassey. I thought he was brilliant. That whole 5-man defence was fantastic. If Osimhen can just be a little bit more clinical, there's real potential there for Nigeria to grow into this tournament. But it's always a big story when Ivory Coast, the hosts, lose at home. Not many people saw that coming. Nigeria have rescued the bit of a disastrous first result that they've got. So 4 points each, and you expect Nigeria to batter Guinea-Bissau, who are effectively already eliminated from the competition. So they're going to get their goal difference up. You'd think Nigeria would go to 7 in the last game. So Ivory Coast are probably, if they do go through, going to be in second place, which is really going to change up how the tournament would look going forward in terms of the second round of the knockout stages. So really interesting to see what happens in this group going forwards. But look, anything can happen, and Nigeria have shown they mean business. They've rectified their errors, and Ivory Coast, the hosts, have shown at this early stage, we're still in the first week, they are beatable in their backyard. That could be huge going forward in this tournament. They're not invincible. Ivory Coast are beatable in Abidjan, and that will give a lot of the big teams looking to win the cup a lot of confidence. So Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I remember the madness from Diamonde, but even before the pen, Nigeria had the better first half. They deserved to win. The Elephants were poor. I'll see you next time.